Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another fall get ready with me look, and it's basically just a soft brown smoky eye and just kind of like a fun casual, you know, just a little bit more than what I would do for work every day. So if you guys want to see this get ready with me, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first we're going to start off with primer, and I want this to last all day because I'm going to be outside and I'm going to be wanting my makeup to keep for at least like 6 or 7 hours. So I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and I love this stuff. I just get like a little bit of this. Let's see, a pea-size amount is good. Okay, and I'm just going to take it and kind of put it in my T-zone and where I'm super prone to getting oily, as well as where I have large pores. So I kind of just press it in, press and rub to make sure it really gets in there. You can see it kind of makes my face red as I apply it. I hope that's not a bad thing. Okay, so now we have our primer on. The next thing I'm going to take is my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. And this is very affordable. I think it's like $5 or $6, and I got mine at Target. And then I'm taking my Beauty Blender, and contrary to what you may think, it is a pink one, although it looks like a tan one. It's very dirty. I'm sorry, I need to clean this. But I ran it under the faucet and then just kind of like squeezed it, so that makes it bigger and easier to apply makeup. So now I'm just going to take this and put it on the back of my hand and apply my foundation. Okay, so the next thing that I'm taking is my Bye Bye Under Eye It Cosmetics concealer, and I really like this. Again, I talked about this in my last video, but it is very thick, so I just take the tiniest amount and put it on both of my middle fingers. Oh god, you guys, it's so thick. I don't know if you can like see that, but look at that. It's like a, you know what it reminds me of? It's taffy. Like when I think of when they used to pull the taffy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, anyway. So I'm just gonna pat this. I feel like people tend to forget this inner corner, and that's where you can be pretty like dark. It can hold a lot of darkness, so I try to remember to hit that. And again, like I said before, I use my fingers just to kind of set it, and then I will use the Beauty Blender to blend it in. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and dab it in. You want to kind of remember to bring it down just a little so that you're not all white right here, and it doesn't, you want it to like slightly fade into the rest of your face, you know what I mean? So it's not just like, whoa, light eyes. So anyway, I'm just kind of trying to drag it down just a little. So the next thing that I'm taking is my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer Corrector, and mine is in light medium. And this has been compared to the Urban Decay concealer. I've never tried the Urban Decay, but I do like this one. So I just kind of take this and run it down my nose, and then I take it up just a little, and then you want to take it down as well. Okay, so next I'm taking my RCMA No Color Powder, and this is super messy. As I'm telling you guys, it's like spilling everywhere. So I just put a little bit in the cap. Do you see how messy that is? It's all over my fingers. And I'm gonna dip this in the Beauty Blender in the powder, and I'm gonna do this first with my under eye. So I'm gonna gently pat right there. I always use a big fluffy brush and dip it in this No Color Powder, tap off the excess and try not to get it everywhere. And then I'm just gonna run that over my face to set everything. Okay, so I brought you guys in a little bit because I'm gonna do my eyes next. Sorry, we're like up close and personal. But the next thing I'm using is this Revealed palette, and I love this. This is old. I got this in a BoxyCharm like 2 years ago, but I love it. It looks kind of messy, but can you tell how much I love it? Every time I wear shadows from this palette, I get so many compliments. So we're gonna go for like a kind of brown smoky eye today. So nothing too crazy because it is gonna be the daytime, but still want to do something fun. All right, so I'm using this Revolution brush. I used this in the last one, and I'm just gonna dip this in this light brown right here, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. Okay, so now that we've got the transition shade there, I am going to use my fingers and I'm going to apply this shade right here, and I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. So again, I tend to use my middle finger because I think that's the best one as far as pressure. You don't put too much pressure naturally, but you still have control with this finger. I don't know. I just find that this finger works the best. And then I'm gonna go back into that transition shade and just run it through my crease again. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade over here because it's still darker than this one, but it's not like super dark. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm taking this is just a brush from Target. I think it's just the Target brand brushes. And I'm just gonna take this on my brush and kind of deepen up the crease right here and just pull it up just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going back into the lid shade that we used with my finger and just kind of going to tap that over the center of the lid again. I still feel like this is super light. I mean, it is daytime, but I think I am gonna go into that deeper shade just the tiniest bit right here. And I'm just using that same brush and I'm just gonna very slightly deepen right here. Like I'm just placing the tiniest bit. Okay, so I feel like that dark color didn't really take. So I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. contour brush because I feel like this tends to hold products really well, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So I'm taking it in that dark shade and let's see, I want you guys to see how I'm doing this. I'm literally just brushing it in a circular motion along the lash slightly and then up the crease very slightly as well. Do you see how that really darkened it up? Can you tell? I hope so. So next I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I'm taking my spoolie, and you can get these literally anywhere, and I'm just going to, because I'm going for a little bit more of a dramatic look, I'm gonna brush my brows up and then fill them in, and then brush them down and fill them in. Oh yes, and I'm using my Milani kit again as well. Bottom is done on this eyebrow. Now let's brush down and then we're gonna line the top. Okay, so now we have both sides lined, and I'm just gonna brush it back and then fill any sparse spots in. Now, again, I told you guys I'm using the Milani kit. I use the middle shade, the light shade, for filling it in, but then once I get past the arch and down, I'm gonna take the darker shade just to do a little bit more of like an ombre brow. Okay, so the brows are done, and as I said, I've been doing things kind of out of order for me today. So now I'm going to take the soft black Define-A-Line from Maybelline. I talked about this in my last video, and I'm just going to run it along my waterline. There we go. Now you can see my eyes. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is, again, I said that I always put 2 coats of mascara on, so I'm gonna do my first coat now, and I'll just quickly do that off camera, and then we'll continue with the face and then finish up the bottom of the eyes. Okay, so now we're gonna contour, and we're gonna use the e.l.f. bronzer palette, and this is what it looks like. I really like it. I'm gonna use the these 2 shades. They're like diagonal from each other. And I just am going to mix it, and first I'm just gonna go through like the little 3, so you go like up here, down here, and then down here. Okay, now I'm just gonna dip a little bit and kind of gently go on the edge. This is a big brush to do this with, but I'm literally just using the corner of the brush. And again, this is the same brush that I mentioned in my last video. Okay, so a new product that I'm using in this video that I didn't use in my last video is the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Split, and this is in Champagne Pop and Flower Child. I was gonna say Flower Power. Flower Child. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited about this. I've been wanting this forever, Can you see that? Love it. I'm gonna take my blush brush, and this is the Morphe one that I mentioned before, and just kind of swirl it in Flower Child. Love it. Flower Child, right? Flower Power. Oh my God, what is it called? Now I'm taking Champagne Pop with my e.l.f. small tapered brush. I can't talk. I can't do things in the right order. It is a little bit of an off day. Okay, so love Champagne Pop. Taking a little bit on the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I love it. I mean, okay, new favorite highlighter. I knew that was gonna happen when I got it, but okay, so now we're gonna finish up the eyes, and we'll just go back in. First of all, I'm gonna take the deep shade that we used right here and just run that like very slightly on the outer edge of the eye right here. Okay, so can you see that? I just kind of ran it slightly under. I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. So I just brought it into like a little bit past my iris. Is that what it's called? I think so. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade that we used all over the lid. So I'm going in with this one, and I'm going to run this through the rest, and then we'll add a different color right in the center, but I'm gonna kind of run this along a little bit further in. So you kind of want to do exactly what you did on the top, on the bottom, and that goes for like most makeup looks, you know. So if you kind of just do a similar thing with a small little pencil brush like this and run it along your bottom lash line, it just makes it all look much nicer. And then next we're going to take the Bare Minerals Bare Essentials Max Concealer Coverage, and I'm going to dip this first in this shade out here, the second one in. I think that that'll be good. Okay, so I like this. I think that it's a very soft, kind of like subtle smoky eye, but still day appropriate. Okay, I am gonna add a little bit of liner on my top lid, and then I'll just kind of smudge it in. And I'm taking the Lord and Berry eyeliner, and it is a pencil liner, and I'm just gonna like slightly run it along here. Okay, so I can't find the brush that I want, but this one will do for now. This is just an Ulta eyeliner brush, and I'm just gonna take it and literally blend in what we just put on our eyelid. If you have very oily eyelids and your eyeliner or eyeshadow tends to move around, first of all, use an eyeshadow primer. I do that sometimes, I don't do it all the time. But also, if you take a black eyeshadow and pack it on top of your eyeliner, it'll set your eyeliner just like you would set your concealer or whatever, and it'll help it last much, much longer. Okay, so next we're gonna take our tiny little, I don't know what this is, but it's a tiny little brush, and I just take the same color that I used for my brow highlight and use it on my inner corner. And that just brightens everything up. Bam. That highlight though. Now I'm gonna curl my lashes for a second time and put on a second coat, BRB. And I'm gonna use this Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick, and I'm gonna use the shade Pasadena, which is very funny because we will be in Pasadena today. But I really like this shade because it's like a gray mauve almost. So it's a really pretty fall color. And let me just show you this swatch. Do you see that? It's like really pretty. I really like this shade, so I'm gonna put this on and then we'll be done. Alright you guys, that's it for this fall Get Ready With Me look. Again, just kind of a casual, everyday fall look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, comment down below what other videos you want to see, or if you don't like these kinds of videos, whatever, let me know. I will totally make whatever you guys want to see. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe and you get notified every time I make a new video. And I would love to have you guys keep coming back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
You gotta watch out when you do whipped cream, because then it's like really cold up here and it's like really hot. It's like cold. It burns your mouth.